Hello, and welcome to the MyBFF Business Leaders Podcast, your new secret weapon for business success. Sponsored by MyBFF Social Media, Marketing, and Advertising. Make sure to hit subscribe. Now let's get started.
Welcome to the deep dive. If you're running a small business, you feel how fast the digital world is changing, almost daily, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's relentless.
So today, we're really going to plunge into what digital marketing looks like, specifically for 2025. We want to pull out the key stuff that could honestly change how you get found, or maybe how you make sure you get found.
Yeah, make sure is probably the better way to put it now.
Right. Our mission, like always, is to give you that shortcut,
Yeah.
Cut through the noise, get you well informed with the most important bits from the research we've been digging into.
And for this dive, we've got some really strong material. Excerpts from Paid Media Can Save Your Small Business. It's pretty eye-opening stuff.
Definitely. And hey, before we get into how you can start making some serious noise online, just a quick shout out to our sponsor, MyBFF Social. That's www.new, mybffsocial.com.
Great folks over there. They really know their stuff. Media, marketing, advertising. If you need help navigating all this, they're the ones to talk to.
Absolutely. Okay, let's dive in. Because, I talk to a lot of small business owners, and many feel like they're just shouting into this digital void. You do great work, great team, great product.
But the phone isn't ringing like it used to. Yeah, I hear that constantly.
Exactly. It's tough, but that old idea of just like digital word of mouth,
Yeah.
it seems like it just doesn't move the needle anymore. So what's really going on is getting found just not enough now.
It really isn't. And the research we looked at, it just hammers this home. The source calls it the new digital reality. Why getting found isn't enough.
Huh?
Think back maybe 5-10 years ago. The good old days, right? You optimized your website, got some nice Yelp reviews.
And you were pretty much set. Business came in.
Exactly. Those days. Largely gone. Now we've got these really sophisticated AI search engines. Google's SGE Search Generative Experience is the big one.
Right, SGE. I've seen that. It just gives you the answer right there on the page.
Precisely. It summarizes the answer directly on the results page. So your potential customer, they get what they need without ever clicking through to your actual website.
Wow. So Google is basically saying, hey, plumber, don't worry about your fancy website. We'll just tell folks what they need. I mean, how big a deal is that really?
It's a seismic shift, honestly. The data we saw is, well, it's pretty alarming. The source cited some sites seeing organic traffic just plummet. Yeah, by as much as 70% in the past year alone for some. 70%.
70. Wow. Imagine spending years on SEO, building that up.
Only for an AI summary to just bypass all that work. It's a real gut punch. But, okay, here's the other side of the coin. We're seeing this huge rise in paid placements.
Okay, so paid ads.
Yeah, things like Google's local services ads, LSAs, you hear them called, or sponsored results on Bing. These paid spots, they give you that crucial seat at the table. It's almost non-negotiable now.
So it's the difference between being like link number 8 on page 3 that nobody clicks.
And being the first name someone sees, the first number they call when they have an emergency. It's that stark.
Okay, wow. So if organic is fading, or at least getting much harder than advertising, it's not just an extra anymore. It's becoming, like the source says, a lifeline.
That's a good way to put it. A lifeline.
So what are the specific advantages then? Why is paid media so indispensable now?
Well, the analysis we reviewed really breaks it down into 3 key things. It's about speed, control, and maybe the most powerful part, the data you get.
Okay, speed. Let's start there.
Right, speed. And the key insight here isn't just it's fast, it's that this speed allows you to adapt in real time. That's huge for a small business.
Unlike SEO, which takes months.
Exactly. SEO is that long game, right, that compounds over time. But paid media, you can launch a campaign today and literally be getting calls tomorrow. You can test things, learn, pivot your whole message or who you're targeting in days, maybe even hours.
Okay, that changes cash flow immediately.
It can, yeah. That agility, that's your edge, especially if you need business now, not 6 months from now.
That sounds amazing, especially for cash flow. But is there a risk? Like just throwing money at it hoping something sticks, can you still lose your shirt?
Oh, absolutely. That's a real risk, and it highlights why you need a smart strategy, which actually brings us to the second advantage, control.
Okay, control.
With paid media, you're in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
The source says you get to shape the narrative, decide who sees your message, and choose the exact moment your ad appears.
So you're not just like hoping the algorithm notices you.
Nope. No more crossing your fingers. You're actively directing things, targeting specific people, specific neighborhoods, even certain times of day. It's surgical. It's not just shouting anymore.
Surgical. I like that. So you're buying your seat at the digital dinner table, essentially.
Yeah.
What about the third point, the data? That sounds important.
It's arguably the most powerful part. The source really stresses this. Every click, every lead, every phone call is a piece of intel. Think about that.
So it's feedback.
A constant, invaluable feedback loop. You see what's working, what's not. You use that intel to make your next campaign better, smarter.
Okay, so it's like a living strategy.
Exactly. It learns and adapts. So smart ad spending isn't just about today's sales. It's building intelligence for tomorrow's growth. It makes your whole marketing effort smarter.
Makes total sense. Not just spending, but learning how to spend better. But okay, there are so many ad options out there. How does, say, a local plumber or electrician figure out where to put their budget? Without losing your shirt, as the source puts it.
Yeah, critical question. And the material we looked at gives a pretty clear roadmap, especially for service businesses. Not all channels are equal for them.
So where's the smart money in 2025?
First place, and this is a big one, Google Local Services ads. LSAs?
LSAs, right. Heard of those.
If you're a plumber, electrician, painter, landscaper, LSAs are described as your best friend. They show up right at the top. Prime real estate.
Above the regular search results, even above the AI answers.
Often, yes. Plus, they have that Google Screened or Google Guaranteed badge.
Yeah.
Huge for trust. And here's the kicker, the real game changer for service folks.
What that?
You pay per lead, not per click.
Oh, wow. Per lead.
Yep. You only pay when someone actually interested calls you or messages you through the ad, not just because they clicked. Takes away a ton of risk.
That is a game changer. Removes so much upfront risk.
Yeah.
Okay, so LSAs are key. What else?
Next up, you've still got your standard Google Search and Performance Max campaigns.
Okay.
These are great for maybe more niche stuff, those edge case jobs, think historic window restoration or something specific like that. Regular search ads targeting keywords are still vital there.
And Performance Max, what's that about?
Performance Max is pretty neat. It uses AI to automatically create ad variations, images, text, whatever. That's a lifesaver if you don't have a big design team.
Ah, so it helps with the creative side.
Yeah, and it spreads your budget automatically across search, maps, YouTube, Gmail. Gives you broad reach from one campaign setup. It's pretty different.
Smart. Using AI to cast that wide net. What about social? Is Meta, Facebook and Instagram still in the mix for 2025? Feels like that changes every week.
It does change fast, but yes, still very relevant, especially for retargeting. The analysis points to Meta being crucial for home service buyers.
Why them specifically?
Well, think about it. Someone gets an estimate from you, right? What do they often do next?
Shop around. Compare prices.
Exactly. Retargeted ads on Facebook and Instagram keep your brand visible while they're doing that comparing. It keeps you top of mind.
Ah, clever. And is there a specific format that's working well there?
Yeah, this was interesting. The source highlights short DIY reels as the breakout format for 2025.
Reels? Like quick videos?
Yep. Not necessarily hard selling, but showing expertise. Quick tips, how-tos. It builds authority and trust in a really casual, engaging way. People feel like they know you.
Using video to build that relationship. I like that. What about really local stuff, like super targeted?
For that hyper-local targeting, down to the ZIP code, you've got your neighborhood networks. Think Nextdoor, Angie, Yelp. Still very important.
Nextdoor, yeah. People talk on there.
They do. And the research emphasizes social proof is huge there. A recommendation from a neighbor. That often carries more weight than a generic online review. If you're local and not on Nextdoor, you're probably missing out.
Good point. Okay, and what about, the really new stuff? TikTok. Streaming TV ads. Should businesses experiment there?
Definitely. The advice is clear. Allocate a small portion of your budget for experimental channels. So yeah, TikTok, Microsoft ads, maybe even OTT streaming ads.
Just a small slice, though.
Yeah, maybe 10% or so. Keep it flexible. You're exploring, right? Testing the waters. You never know. You might find an untapped gold mine for your specific business.
Okay, this is super practical advice on where to spend. But going back to AI for a second, we talked about SGE. How is AI changing SEO itself? The source mentions things like a future without clicks and an AI-driven SEO shakeup. Sounds dramatic.
It kind of is. It means traditional SEO, the way we've known it, is facing its biggest change in, probably over a decade.
How so?
Like we said, those generative overviews are replacing the classic 10 blue links. The AI synthesizes answers pulling from different places. Users might get their answer and never click any link.
Right. So how do you even do SEO for that?
This is where that concept of EET becomes absolutely vital.
EEAT. Okay, that's
Yeah.
expertise, experience, authority, and trust, right?
Exactly. You nailed it. It's all about proving your credibility, not just to users, but directly to the AI itself.
Okay, proving credibility to an AI. How does a business actually do that? Like, practically?
Well, the source points to a few things. Reviews are huge, again. Positive press mentions matter. Having a really strong, authoritative About Us page on your site. These things signal to the AI that you're a legitimate, trustworthy source.
So it's not just keywords anymore.
Not at all. These AI models, these large language models, they map entities. They understand concepts, people, places, companies, the relationships between them. They're trying to grasp the context of your brand.
Entities, not just keywords. Okay.
So things like rich structured data on your website that helps the AI categorize your info, consistent NAP citations, name, address, phone number across the web, and having multimedia like videos, podcasts. It helps the AI understand who you are and what you do contextually.
So you need to present this whole trustworthy picture of your business, like an open book for the AI.
That's a great way to think about it. An open book. Make it easy for the AI to see you're the real deal.
Wow. Okay, less keyword stuffing, more genuine authority building. That's a huge shift. So let's pull it all together. What's the practical action plan for small businesses? How do they stay ahead in this crazy evolving landscape?
Okay, the source lays out a really clear plan, blending the paid and the organic, which is key. First, own your data.
Own your data. What does that mean?
It means publish original stuff, your own stats, maybe some unique commentary on your local market. If you have insights nobody else does, share them. That makes you a source the AI wants to cite.
Ah, become the source. Clever. What else?
Second, invest in reviews. We keep coming back to this, but it's critical. Good reviews boost your LSAs and your AI authority score. The source even said a sudden jump in good reviews can lift both your AI citations and your LSA rankings simultaneously.
Wow, a double whammy. That's powerful.
Huge win-win. Third, optimize for questions. People ask AI questions, right? Like, how do I fix a leaky faucet?
Yeah, all the time.
So answer those common questions directly on your site. Use concise snippets, maybe quick video walkthroughs, and use FAQ schema markup on your pages so the AI can easily find and pull those answers.
Got it. Answer the questions people are actually asking. Makes sense.
And fourth, crucially, blend paid plus organic. Don't think of them as separate. Even if the AI mentions your brand in its summary, having that paid LSA or a search ad right there ensures you own the entire fold, the whole top part of the screen for those really valuable searches, like emergency electrician near me.
So you dominate that critical first view. You're not just an answer. You're the answer they see first.
Exactly. Maximum visibility when it matters most.
Our part. And the source actually gave a budget split too, right, for a typical local service business.
It did, yeah. A practical guideline. It suggested something like 40% on Google search and LSAs. That's for grabbing those ready-to-buy leads.
Okay, the bottom of the funnel.
Right. Then 25% on Meta and video. That's for the retargeting we talked about. And building that authority, staying top of mind.
Makes sense.
15% on Marketplace or portal profiles like Angie, Yelp, leveraging their existing audiences and trust factor.
Yeah.
Then maybe 10% on LinkedIn or Nextdoor, depending on your niche or if you're very community focused.
Right, specialized channels.
And that last 10% for experimental stuff. TikTok, Microsoft ads, streaming, keeping an eye on the future.
That's a really clear breakdown. 40, 25, 15, 10, 10. It really shows how you need to be diversified now.
Totally. And it underlines what the analysis kept saying. Modern SEO now overlaps heavily with PR and brand building.
It's not just tech anymore.
No, it's about creating content worth citing, earning press, building real authority so the AI sees you as the definitive answer in your field. The source had this really provocative closing thought.
Yeah, what was it?
Brand awareness has an entry fee.
Oof, an entry fee.
Yeah, whether you fix roofs or sell insurance, getting attention costs something now. And the businesses that successfully combine both sides, the smart paid ads and this new AI-focused SEO, they're the ones who will own the next decade of local search.
Well, brand awareness has an entry fee. That really says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Advertising, maybe not a silver bullet, but definitely.
Yeah.
It's your table stakes now for just being visible in 2025.
Yeah, it's about being seen, being heard, making sure you're the one people choose when they need help.
Couldn't agree more.
And like the source put it so bluntly at the end, Don't wait until you're invisible to start shouting. You got to get out there, make some noise, let people know you're the best, because really, in 2025, the quietest business is the one that gets left behind.
Powerful stuff.
Yes.
A really fantastic deep dive today. So much practical insight there for small businesses navigating this shifting digital world. Thanks for joining us and getting these key takeaways for 2025.
My pleasure. It's crucial stuff to understand right now.
Absolutely. And hey, remember, if this feels overwhelming or you're ready to actually put these strategies into play, do reach out to our sponsor, MyBFF Social. Again, that's www.mybffsocial.com. They can really help you map out your media, marketing, and advertising.
Definitely worth a call.
For sure. All right. Until next time, everyone, keep diving deep.